Since I'm not using the camera, I should probably put the camera actually closer to me so I don't have to yell as loud since it has a built-in microphone. Hopefully that sounds alright. I'm gonna have to check for on my channel. But we're back with The Outer Worlds. This is part 4 of the walkthrough, where okay, so I can hear myself on there, so it sounds all right. In this, I've looked up a few things. We got a trophy along the way. I played just a little bit on my own last night, barely. I got a trophy for mixing a bunch of stuff at the same time as far as food and things were, and I was just looking around and trying to figure out where I can find a sniper rifle. And so we're there. We're going to be looking for a hunt. I believe they're going to call it a hunting rifle at this camp of guys. Hopefully it's there because I put the stats into sniper rifles and into ranged weapons, so it's about time that I find one. And so hopefully we can do this. I tried it last night, but it was really late, and I don't really. The more tired I am, the longer awake I am, the worse I get at games. But I think that's kind of par for the course for a lot of people. So this is the search for that sniper rifle. Okay. Okay. We need to get to... We should have fast traveled there. That's alright, we'll walk. One thing that didn't occur to me is, will guys respawn? Because there were guys here before. But their bodies are still there, so I guess not. By the way, this sword is pretty cool. I like it a lot. Oh shit. I forgot. I need to change her to passive. It doesn't really make sense to be doing a stealth playthrough if you're not doing it stealthily. So rolling up on guys is something that I gotta work on. Holy crap, there's a lot of guys though over here.
That's gotta hurt. Everyone all right?
He just blew himself up, and kind of me. I definitely had something happen to me just then with with what that guy hit me with when he. Okay, where are we on the map?
You're fast. Where are we headed? That's on account of how I never met her. I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. The contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here. Could be. Reckon I'll never know. In the bar? When I asked if you were a drinker? Sorry. I know it's none of my business. It's not like I think it a failing, mind. It's just I live right across the road. Most nights I watch folks out my window. When they come in here, they might be happy or sad. Mostly they're tired. When they leave, they're mad at themselves. Or they stumble into the alley and I listen to their hearts breaking. Am I? It's just normal to me. Why isn't everybody else? There was a kind of a thing, the vending machine, when I was 12. Sure, but folks got long memories around here. I've always been good with my hands, right? So I saw a lock on the machine and thought, oh, this must be how they refill it. But I had to know. So I did my thing, and next thing I know, there's a couple hundred bottles of Zero G rolling out the front door and into the road. It's not funny. Right about then, a bunch of loaders came rolling in the gate, fresh off the Saltuna ships. And Mr. Thompson was up on the porch making a speech about how everyone would have to volunteer a third shift to get it all canned. Anyhow, you ever seen an auto loader run over a bottle of Zero G? Exploded all over Mr. Thompson. One bottle after another as the loaders went by. I was just shy of
What's up, Paul?
so Dad had to pay all the damages. Rose still angry at me. I can laugh about it now, but I just about puked up my guts in terror in the moment. the one time I ever made Mr. Thompson look a fool.
Oh, they tell you you're supposed to get to know your companions, so I am, and I think I'm going to give her a helmet to wear. Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to keep it myself. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep it myself. Seeing as how you don't really even see me anyway. There's a lot of stuff in here. Yeah, you can give them all sorts of stuff.
Wow, you got that.
That's right. That's why I put lockpicking skill as a major part of my character. Pet pills. Very Fallout. Don't really know what we use bypass shunts for in this yet, but that was definitely a trip worthwhile coming in here. Didn't even see this. Still need to find something to put our stuff in because I haven't figured out. Let's see if I can just give her things, right? Does she have a... Like if I go to my inventory, say I got a bunch of this shit, right? How do I give it to her? That's something we need to figure out pretty soon. There's a couple of guys up here. Wondering if this is where I got hit at the mines. There are mines here. Yeah, this was where we got hit with the mines. Those guys are moving around a lot. It's like 3 of them. That was pretty intense, but it was also pretty cool. Because it does show that my stealth is working and that fucking sword is sweet as hell. Because that first guy, he just went down like a sack of potatoes. And I think it does kind of give us an opportunity now to like... Well, we can't get in there, right? We could get in there, we got up there. This building looks like it's sealed off, so there's no getting in there. Man, I do hope that they got like bowcasters or something like that in this game. So that was the community center. We were here before when we snuck in around the place. So I don't think we have to sneak in again. Just make sure we're not like gonna surprise anybody here. Because there was stuff in here that I kind of wanted to check out like, the last time I was here. Yeah, it's a plasma sword, and the assault rifle has like a plasma mod on it. I haven't been able to like get everything yet. She's got a hammer though, man. She's got like one of those shock hammers, and I wanted to take it from her. In fact, I should see if I can. Yeah, no cars. Oh, there are dudes in here. Okay, so let's get rid of the pistol and see if we can get her shock hammer. I want that. Oh, they won't give it to me. Okay, never mind. Yeah, see, they got assault rifles and stuff, but they don't have the... Oh, that's pretty nice. How much is that? Plus 30? Oh, I don't want to sell it. Damn it, I wanted to buy it. I'm trying to sell shit that I got. Um, skill bonus, intimidate. Ooh, look at that. Oh boy, here we go. We're buying this. We're buying... Is that minus skip 5 though? I don't want no minus 5 stealth, so... Let's switch helmets out. Then we'll give her a helmet. So the people that are... It's either those little creatures or there's an upstairs to this place that I'm... Because we've been in here. We're barred from that. There's a guy, it looks like, on the other side of this door.
Incoming! That's the last of them!
Can't even see that guy attacking me.
Here they come! Don't mess it up!
Look at that shit. Come on. That was pretty dope. It's like just like freaking Fallout, man. You vaporize them. I don't want to keep making so many references to Fallout, but I mean, come on. Okay, so we can see the stairs. It turned to dust. That's right, Paul. The only thing I don't like in this is that's also like Fallout is stuff needing to be repaired. Like, damn it, come on. Let me repair it on my own. Looks like this dude's facing me. No, he's not. What about that guy? Shit.
Here they come! That's the last of them!
Might as well use some of this stuff that I have, right? Like, they're not kidding about the stupidity, though, a little bit. Like, once they see you, they're on you, but... So in our inventory, we got like a lot of guns. And I think it's time that we start to breaking them down. Wait, where are we at? Okay, we want to break these down. Oh. Well, what am I doing? Am I dropping them? Oh, that's what's happening to them. Like, I'm never going to use this again. So, you can't hand a guy a saber and then let him make it into a plasma saber and then say, oh, hey, yeah, you want to use something else now? Like, you want to use one of these crappy ones? All right. Wonder what killed these people. If it was the Marauders or... This was the room we couldn't get into earlier, so... The keyboard encoded in the lab is back up and running. Hopefully it won't go on the fritz again. As a reminder, does case where you can borrow a key card from the director or one of the workers in the second floor office if you lose your card. I must lodge a complaint. Your obsession with this Manta Queen is wasting all our budgets. So there's a Manta Queen there. Regarding your request for one adult Manta Queen. As you remember, our trackers discovered a beautiful specimen out in the wild. So yeah, we're telling us about what's out there. Yeah. I wonder if that works. Nope. So apparently, like, game cartridges are like money. That sword and gun is all you need unless you use some bombs. Yeah, I don't have any hand grenades or anything yet, I don't think. Let's get that out of the way so if we ever need to come back in here again, that doesn't happen again. Alright. Salt tuna. Primals. Those things look kind of like the things from Pitch Black, but like birds. And the canids. They are seriously like out of something like from like No Man's Sky. Coming soon, the Mansa Queen. So I guess we have to kill it to get it here. History of the Emerald Vale, synopsis, blah blah blah. This Saturday only at Antibiotics Sports Arena, the Rizzo Rangers and the Anti-Cleo Darlings. Once we get to that game and see what that's about one of these days. Well, this was the video to go find the sniper rifle, but we're clearing out this place. We got some more armor, better armor going into this fight. I think we're going to be much better off when we get to the place. They better have that hunting rifle, though. Even though I've seen what it looks like, it's not very impressive, but I'm ready for a sniper rifle. Because I hear you can pretty much, as long as you're careful, you can take people out from a really long distance, and the AI doesn't really come after you too hard, which I guess in a way is kind of weak. If you want a challenge anyway. I want a challenge, I just don't... I don't want to be trying for 20 years to get through a level or section.
Okay, keep it quiet. Should I give you that?
Plasma rifle. Plasma rifle. Oh, I think we're going to be using a plasma rifle here pretty soon. Scorched Journal says, after sneaking parts out of the industrial sector for a couple of days, I think I finally have everything I need to build my own flying death machine. However, upon closer inspection, I'm not entirely sure all of these components will fit together properly. It's not like the board would build their mechanicals with custom tooled parts, right? Everything would have to be modular for all these mechanicals to run efficiently. I'll tool around with things for a bit and see what I can put together. After a few hours of experimentation, things are starting to come together, but I still don't have it down to an exact science. For instance, there's something wrong with the memory processing core that I can't seem to sort out. When I tried to install it, the unit made a loud buzzing sound and refused to respond to any feedback. I removed it, whacked it with a wrench a few times, and that seemed to stop the buzzing. Things seemed like they were working for a few seconds after I installed it again, but now there's a sharp clicking noise every few seconds, and the damn thing's right stabilizer won't stop twitching. I'll try removing the processing core again and giving it a few more good whacks. That'll learn it. Okay, so maybe this thing killed him for tinkering around with it. That's the gist I'm getting. Is that this guy locked it and then he somehow locked it in here. So he stopped it, but it probably wasn't what he wanted. There's dead guys over here too. Alright, time to check the map. Okay, I thought we were headed towards our ship. Where is our ship? That's where we were supposed to go. Okay. Well, now that we've done that... Wait, why can't we travel there right now? There we go. A sniper rifle works, hopefully. I need to get that plasma gun, though, put up. But I'm wondering if that's because I made my assault rifle plasma modded. Will the plasma rifle be obsolete? So let's check this out. Plasma rifle. 78 over 216. Well, okay. Let's give it a day in court. Let's get rid of this. Let's unequip that. And we'll put the plasma rifle in. Okay. Now if I remember correctly, the place that had the rifle.
Wow. If I'd been able to get out here, I so would have stripped this for parts. Yeah, huh?
Okay. No conversations. Okay. That's the place right there. Okay. I think this is where we had our last kind of. Yeah, that definitely looks. Oh, that was something. I just realized I don't even know if I picked up a hunting rifle or anything in there.
Dang, that's impressive.
It was well. It was. I'm just glad that it wasn't that hard. That's what she said. Um, but I didn't get the hunting rifle. The guy in the YouTube video found a hunting rifle here, and I did not. So I'm a wee bit disappointed. But we did get an automag pistol. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Well, we got the plasma rifle. I guess I should be happy. I guess the guy in the YouTube video just got lucky with his. So the mission to find a sniper rifle is still ongoing. Man, though, I am a little bummed. All right, let's look at our map and we could go back there and we should probably go back there and go to the workbench real quick. Because I think we got some mods we could put in. And now that we've been breaking down weapons, we should be able to get something out of this. But that was fun. I gotta say that was fun knowing like the plasma rifle and the plasma stuff really works really well. I'm super excited about that. We need to repair our weapons too.
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
I forget where the workbench is. Increases critical damage. It reduces the noise of each shot. I like that. Oh, you know what? We're going to save that one. We're going to give that the Fun Times barrel. Yeah. Okay. No modifications for that. No modifications for that. What do we have modifications for? Well, we got that. That's interesting. That's one of those toss ball things. Okay, so let's tinker. Let's repair. All right, we need to repair some stuff. So hold. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, now let's tinker. You always come up with the best stuff right off the gate, Richard. You didn't even say like, "Hey, how's the game?" You just. I don't. If he gets cast as Clayface, whatever. It's fine. What am I even wearing? What am I wearing? The rebuilt mining gear. I think I need some better armor. Yeah, we're gonna wear that. It takes away my stealth skills, but whatever. I mean, here's the thing. Like, if you do Clayface, right? Clayface is going to look like all sorts of people. It's not just going to be like Nicolas Cage in it. And here's the thing that's cool about him being Clayface, right? Is his character's origins was an actor, and that he was kind of a volatile one. I think it's a chance for Nicolas. It would be a chance for Nicolas Cage to get good crazy Nicolas Cage in a movie. That's what I'll say about that. All right, I'm gonna work on my armor here. No, we don't. Okay, we're good. Let's see if she's got anything new to
Where are we
say.
headed?
Okay. Oh. So, journal says we go this way. You watch a lot of direct-to-DVD movies, don't you, Rich? Score to, or was that on Netflix? I can't remember. Um, you know what? Let's be adventurous and walk across this. Look at that thing over there. Like we could totally freaking mess this thing up. Let's. Ooh, let's get real nasty about this.
We can handle it. That's the last of them.
That was that was crazy. Oh man, that was crazy, guys. Look at that. Thing's got an axe in its head. Well, at least this guy, tried to help protect himself before he died. Pick up shovel. Fine, I guess. These people didn't have a chance out here. Okay, so what happened to the other guy? Did I vaporize him? Should they? It doesn't matter if we got his hide. They're just hides, right? Ooh. One thing that's kind of strange is like the rock. Kind of a way that the game guides you. Like, you're not going to get over those hills like you do in Skyrim. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Rich. Do I think John Travolta would make a good Mr. Freeze? No. No. I like John Travolta quite a bit. Uh, mostly in the 90s. Mostly in the 90s and the 80s. And I love Saturday Night Fever. But lately, John's been, to me, just a little too out there. He's had some bad stuff happen to him in his life, and losing his kid and everything. Being a part of that whole Scientology thing doesn't really help either. If I had to pick John Travolta as a villain in the Batman universe, I would say he'd make a good Two-Face. I think he's got the size of a Harvey Dent, because you need somebody who's like Harvey was always kind of a big guy. Remember in the animated series, Harvey was a pretty big dude. Now he, straight up one-on-one fight against Batman's never going to happen, but Harvey was always kind of an intimidating guy. Look at all three. I'm not taking them on all three at a time. Nope. Nope. Not happening. That only gave us 10 XP killing one of those guys anyway, so we're going to go around. And besides, like, both of you guys are picking like Nicolas Cage for Clayface, John Travolta as Mr. Freeze. Couple of, both of these guys are known for some pretty wild performances. Mr. Freeze, who would I think would make a good Mr. Freeze?
You can see the whole world from here.
Don't want to fall in there. Oh, give me a break, man. I hurt myself falling in there. I think I'm stuck again. Uh-oh, looks like I'm gonna have to fast travel. Back to the... We're almost there, too. I just want Nicolas Cage cast in a DC movie. I imagine they cast him as Superman, maybe Bizarro. Uh, I don't know. He was Spider-Man recently, and he did a great job. That's a voice, though. That's voice acting. Um, I thought he was fine. It was strange that they got Nicolas Cage for such a small part, and I do think it's a small part. It's interesting that they got him. It's a because it's like Spider-Man Noir is an interesting character, but I don't know. I felt like Nicolas Cage was a little bit of a weird choice.
I've always wanted to poke around in here.
Is that a robot? Okay, I think what we need to do in this situation is, yeah, the Nicolas Cage Superman movie. And that was supposed to be written by Kevin Smith. There's that thing's a whole mess. I love that documentary about that though. The documentary about the making of Superman. I think it was supposed to be Superman Lives or whatever. No, Tim Burton. I think was the original person attached to Superman back in the 90s. But see, guess who also was attached to, like, there was supposed to be a Venom movie in the 90s. That was James Cameron was going to make a Venom movie. Um, that was in the works for a really long time. So I mean, this kind of stuff happens all the time. It's just nowadays it's a little bit more realistic. Holy crap, there's a lot of robots over there. This is the place we're supposed to be getting to. We need to get inside there. Wow, we really need to this. Uh, well, you're talking about the Crisis on Infinite Earths that's happening on the CW, or some Crisis on Infinite Earths movie. See, DC just hasn't built up enough. Like in the CW universe, they can pull this off because they've earned it with time, and they'll just do their own weird little thing with it, right? But in order to get to Crisis on Infinite Earths for the real DC universe, man, they would have to have established not just like every character and a Justice League setup and all that stuff, but you'd have to set up the multiverse for DC.
Sweet. That's the last of them.
Wesley Snipes. Yeah, never came out. And that was like, well, but at least we got him in Blade. I like Blade was awesome. Blade was an awesome movie. Wesley Snipes was great in it. His blade's still holding up pretty well against even the robots. Ah, we could have snuck in right there. I see. I love that. The different options that you have. Wonder what's over there. Some enemy over there. Just imagine when an endgame where every superhero coming out from the portals, instead they come the team Ghostbusters, Xena, the Justice League, and Godzilla. Wasn't that what Ready Player One was? Everybody just in everything. And does my partner fight? Yes. Just doesn't get much of a chance to do it because I'm all over it usually. But you can change the way that they fight too. I've made her kind of passive. Um,
System alert. Sweeping the area.
Space's Choice found a flaw in you. During your adventures, things may happen to your character that can trigger a flaw offer. Taking the flaw is optional, but doing so provides you with the perk. The choice is yours. Space's Choice found a flaw. Permanent concussion. Having been hit in the head one too many times, your mental faculties have been permanently affected. Reward point. Hold to accept, hold to reject. I don't want a concussion. What? Well, hey, you want a permanent concussion perk? That's hilarious. Like, for real? It said it wanted to take my mental capacity down by one. I don't know. Maybe is it because it's saying maybe it's too easy? Like, am I having too easy of a time? Impact Hammer, Spacer's Choice just has knockdown. I want one. Ooh, what's that? Compare it. I need to compare it. Like, my armor right now is 14 and 11. That's 17. Deathstroke, Titan's Deathstroke is so good at the moment. Better than Arrow? Is he better than the other guy? I like the other guy quite a bit. He was Australian, right? Let's not hold that against him, but that's a joke. Uh, I say, that's a joke, son. Um, I enjoyed the guy on Arrow quite a bit. He was a bit campy, but I overall I liked him a lot. Oh, that's the Isai Morales guy. Um, isn't that the guy who's playing Deathstroke? Which is a little strange, but he was great on Ozark. Yeah, you're gonna keep selling me on Titans, aren't you? Look, I'm not gonna say that I'll never watch it, but look, I thought about watching Batwoman just to see how bad it was for a laugh. I'll probably eventually give Titans a shot somewhere down the line, not expecting to like it or anything. Because I just, like I've said before, man, I've never been into the Teen Titans. Um, Even when I was a teenager, they just never did it for me. And I barely I like some of the Robins, but I'm just. Well, that's. I hope Deathstroke's supposed to be like a super intimidating dude, man. I mean, I just watched Son of Batman recently for the first time in a while, and oh shit. And Deathstroke was tight in that. And that's what I see as Deathstroke, or the Deathstroke from Arkham Origins. Was really cool, that fight with him and Batman. So it was like strange to me that Isai Morales was picked to be Deathstroke because um, he's not as big as everybody else. Oh man. Okay, yeah. Speaking of the animated stuff, Rich. Oh, well, let me get through this part here. 'Cause there's going to be a lot of dialogue choices, I think. This is a mission, so. But we'll talk about the animated stuff. Holy crap. Well, let's talk about it right now while we got me here. Um, I was trying to watch Flashpoint Paradox on the DC Universe web, thing, and like the story's fine, but holy crap, is that animation just ugly? Everybody is like this huge blob of a person. Everyone. And hearing like the actors' voices, like hearing Kevin Conroy talk out of this like just huge, like steroided out Batman and Superman looks like they all look like they're Gears of War characters or something. Ugh, it was just it's and Hush. No, Hush was awful. My friend liked it enough, but he likes a lot of stuff that I don't like when it comes to that. But that's okay. You know, it's not, those aren't, everybody's different. I thought Hush was awful because of the way they treated the story, but it's because apparently they got this whole universe going. Um, they got their own storyline that I did not know about. But I think the animation is just, it looks like it's trying to be the Batman the Animated Series mixed with Japanese animation, which I like Japanese animation. I like manga, all right, but it doesn't fit to me with what they're trying to do. I just, I don't like it. It was, I had to stop watching Flashpoint because the animation style was so distractingly bad that I just couldn't do it. What do I get for selling it? Yeah, man, I hate that style. I think they're using animation style because that horrible cringe Young Justice was so popular. Yeah, could be. Could be. But,
Here we go. Woo! Nice work.
okay, I was beginning to worry if that was like there's different ways to get in here. Maybe there was different ways to fight stuff. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Think about that. It's just ridiculous. It's just so ugly. And you know what? It looks cheap. And the thing is, I don't think that. I think it's the pressure. Like, I think all this stuff could look better. I think it's the pressure to get it done fast. I think part of it has to do with that. That they think that the story will be just better. I had to borrow your company. Chaos everywhere. Mechanicals gone haywire. Gunfire. Hearing some screams on Law. I'd like to leave early. Thank you. Yeah, I'd like to leave early because of that. Yeah. Probably a good idea. Let's see. Is this another way outside? I do need to get it repaired. But yeah, I'm clanging it up against some pretty hefty robot dudes. Look at that shit. Always explore, guys. Always explore your areas. You'll find shit everywhere. Look at this. Yep. Yeah, no, well, I don't understand why Marvel hasn't cashed in on making animated movies. They did have some for a little while. I mean, they weren't the greatest, but oh, especially some of the When they did the Japanese anime ones, I did not like those, but okay. I think we need to talk to somebody before we start messing around in here. Um, yeah, yeah. Well, the animated. I don't know why. Like, I liked the Avengers cartoon. Not everybody did. I was fine with it. I thought it could be worse. I liked a lot of the voice actors in that. But I don't know why they're not making animated movies based on, like, if they don't want to make some of these stories, or if they want to introduce, like, get people used to the X-Men, like get all these vanilla people used to the X-Men. Uh, Make some cartoons. Bring the cartoons back. I know that Disney Plus is releasing the animated series. Um, Day one on Disney Plus, you'll have full access to like the X Men. I think you're gonna have access to Spider Man animated series, which I already own X Men, but I don't have Spider Man. I think that is gonna have some good and bad elements for sure. Especially because today they said Jeff Loeb is out as the TV guy in Marvel. He's mostly successful, I would say. You know, like Agents of Shield and Daredevil and stuff like that. There was also like, other things that weren't as like Inhumans, but it's going to be interesting. I see a downward trend in Marvel myself as well, but wait a minute. I don't have the skill to pay said bills. Well, they're just talking. They're talking about here like the robots went crazy. So yeah, well, I get that. I forgot I could dodge. Woo, woo. Well, I hope. How long before I level up? Oh man. Wait, do I have like?
Here we go. Don't mess with it.
We need to level up so we can get into that room. I still dislike a lot about Titans. For example, only making Starfire orange when she uses her powers, Yeah, it's the problem with trying to make these shows with the budgets that they have. Such huge concepts, and then having to sacrifice character because the budget can't support for them to actually have the character as it's supposed to be. And I just feel like if you can't do it, then don't. I honestly just feel like if you're not going to put the money into it, don't do it. You're just going to piss people off, and people will always just say it looks cheap and everything else. And we're also spoiled now. I mean, we live in an age where with all the de-aging technology and everything, it's just like I feel like Raven. I don't like the look of Raven at all. She looks like some kid dressing up like how they think like it's like faux goth or something like that. Like we don't want to go too goth. She looks just too like much like a just a little kid. I don't know. But like I said, in the show's defense, I have never been a big fan. What was that? What did I just do?
System uninvested.
Peace, you punk bitch! uh, Weird. They introduced Deathstroke's kids, Rose and Jericho, but not Grant. I kind of don't want them introducing Tara. There's a lot of characters. It seems like going on in Titans this year. Like it started out small, and then the world seems to have gotten really big. And that's got to be a problem with with a bloated, you know, cast. Even if they aren't all like in it every minute or anything, but this looks like it's one of those last man standing kind of situations where I was sent here to like try to get these people back. Don't want the pedo storyline again like the animated movie. That was a mess. They cast a black guy as Wintergreen in Titans. That's weird. I don't know who some of these characters are, but I don't know who Rose and Jericho are. I don't know who Grant is, and I don't know who Tara is. But I'm assuming they sound like people associated with Deathstroke. Um, okay, we're barred. There's a lot of enemies over there. Let's see. Oh, there's a guy right there. Not seeing a lot of people. And again, we need to get to level 6. Because all of a sudden I don't have the high enough hacking skill. That bums me out. Wintergreen sounds like a gum.
Self-diagnostics complete. Navigation systems operational. Combat systems operational. It's not the best choice. It's the spacer's choice.
All right, so we fixed this robot really early in the game. So his name is Jeremy, and I don't know if I'm going to kill him or not.
All systems fully operational. Return journey successfully completed. Spacer's Choice would like to thank you for complying with your duties. Hostile actions towards Spacer's Choice mechanics are contrary to logical directive. Conclusion: all hostile automechanicals must be defective in compliance with Spacer's Choice policy. All
They made him a pedophile. Oh, is that big? Okay.
must be permanently dismantled. Please allow me to assist.
So okay, that's right. In the book, right? Or in the was it the comic, or was it in the Titans cartoon, or whatever? Or both. That's right. He had a mentor, and they made it sound like he and her were banging, right? And yeah, I remember something about that. And then they aged her up or something, right? So that they wouldn't make it sound like she was a kid. Wow.
Affirmative. Mechanicide protocols loaded. Awaiting confirmation.
Yeah, I'm gonna let the robot fight with me, man. I fixed him. I don't know if that means she's gone. No, she's right there. And Jason Todd has Jason Todd's on Titans, huh?
Away, Phantom! No, just leave me alone. Get away!
Wish I could do that.
Oh, look at what we have here. Thank goodness. All right, we gave this a little bit more of a modification. Let's tinker. Wow, I can't even upgrade it anymore. We need to give her a better gun. Let's give her a freaking sawed-off shotgun. Or you know what? Let's give her... Nah, she's good with it. That's fine. She's good. Uh, Jason Todd was there from season 1, was he? Superboy and Titans is so much better than in Young Justice. I like this. I dislike Young Justice. It's so cringe. I was watching first season of Young Justice, but I haven't gotten back to it. There's more stuff in here.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
The robot can probably go through there, though.
We're forming an area. Security action.
Break up! We're pretty good at this.
Let the robot do the killing. Hey, we had enough for engineering. Aren't we clever? Let's catch up to that robot. Where he has all the fun. Now I have to say white Wally or black Wally.
Unexpected. We're forming an area.
Everyone all right?
Okay, Jeremy's over there. Feeling kind of pressured to run really fast to catch up to him, but so I want to look around, make sure we get everything. Okay, so this is back where we were. So he helped us wipe people out. Wipe the rest of them out, anyway. So this is where we need to go. Honestly, I just like Barry. I don't know what everybody loves Wally for. I don't dislike Wally. I just don't care about Wally. Like in Heroes in Crisis that I just read recently, it just felt like he just felt so pointless. I feel like they never know what to do with him. I liked Wally on DC's Legends of Tomorrow when he went to, when he went to. I like Black Wally. Why do I call him Black Wally? The Wally West from Flash show. Um, when he went to DC's Legends of Tomorrow, I liked that. I thought that was a nice fit. He didn't know there wasn't any place for him on the Flash show really. So when he went to DC's Legends of Tomorrow for a minute, I thought that was all right. I liked it. What am I doing? I'm like just pressing triggers. I don't know what I'm doing. I could be killing everybody for all I know. Yeah, for me, I grew up with Barry, and so I just. All right, so in the journal, right? Okay, so he died around die. And I also grew up with the Justice League Barry Allen, who was played by Rosenbaum from Smallville. And I really liked Rosenbaum as Flash. I loved him as Flash. I haven't even seen what he looks like. Okay, so what did I just do? I just don't read that much DC, so I only have so much money. So, all right. I didn't hear that it was 5 billion. But that's like 2 billion more than Star Wars. That's low. I would only say I'd say that that's high. That's ridiculously high. But for $5 billion, they better have the whole shebang, and that means getting everybody, Venom and everything. It would mean the end of Sony's Spider-Man to me, and I'm fine with that. All right, so I gotta try to figure this out. So, shit. That's what I wondered. All right, we gotta go talk to this lady. See what happens. I wondered about this. Shit. I don't think it's an insult for $5 billion when all of Star Wars costs $3. Yeah, that's a long time ago though, Rich. It's a long time ago. And like I said, if Spider-Man comes with all of its parts, then I absolutely think $5 billion, man, is way more than enough for Spider-Man and the gang. Like I said, it has to be the whole gang. But I guess if in the long run, if you count like how long they'll be making money off of it, then maybe it's low. But
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals.
$20 billion, huh?
It's one of those.
Okay.
Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start
In $1 bills.
know that I got my sights on you. Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind. You don't know what enough with the questions means? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging. That ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Oh man, I could say that horrible thing. Oh.
I'll tell you what I can. Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already. Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does. Could be. Dangers aplenty out there. No telling why marauders would steal somebody like Zoe. Got no useful skill as far as I could tell. Marauder gang just moved into the districts a little ways east. Their numbers are growing. Gotta come from somewhere. What is it?
Alright. So, you would love doing rum laundering for enough money. Well, I've been broadcasting for a little while now. So I'm just gonna pause. I'm gonna start a new one in about 10 minutes. So I'll be back in a little bit, you guys. So thanks everybody for being here for right now. I really will be right back because I really want to keep playing this. So we didn't get the sniper rifle yet, but we picked up a plasma rifle and some other cool stuff. So let's continue in part 5. Hopefully we'll get to level 6 by then. So see you guys in a few minutes.